Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today we are looking at a brand new Star Wars game, Star Wars Rivals, the premiere set, Series 1 from Funko Games. This is an expandable game system that is going to be ages 7 and up. So if you are looking for a great new tabletop Star Wars themed game to get the kids involved in, this is a 2-player game. You're going to be doing area control, fighting for control of certain locations across the Star Wars universe using characters from all of the different eras. You have Captain Phasma here on the box. You're going to be getting sequel trilogy characters. You're going to be getting Galactic Civil War characters. You're going to be getting Clone Wars era characters. Your core set here is going to come with Asajj Ventress and Darth Vader and Clone Commander Cody and also Farm Boy Luke Skywalker, all in that Funko style of sculpt and art. We've got those iconic larger heads. I have so many Funko Pops that are, from all across, but a lot of Star Wars in there too. So this was pretty cool stuff. Funko reached out to me and offered to send this out for review. So big thanks to Funko. We're going to take a look at this set today. Also a couple of boosters too, because this is an expandable system. While you are going to get these 4 characters in the box, if you want to add some new ones, you're going to check out, they have dark side boosters and light side boosters. Pretty cool stuff. If you like what you see here, I'd love for you to stick around. We do giveaways all the time. We're doing a $50 Amazon gift card giveaway right now. All you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. Have a chance to win that. It's pretty simple. It's running all throughout the end of this month, so you have plenty of time to enter to win. All right, I want to go ahead and get this core box open. We'll show you what comes in the premiere set. All right, so we've got the game out of the box. Just want to show you everything that you are going to be getting. We'll take a look at some of the miniatures here. These are pre-painted, finely detailed, very well painted, as a matter of fact. So really nice looking Commander Cody here. Let's take a look at Luke Skywalker. Look at this cute little Luke Skywalker. He's adorable, absolutely adorable. We've got Darth Vader, who is, he means business. He is ready to go. Look at this dude. Actually, really nice paint apps on him too. A little bit of red there on the hand, though. I wonder if he was maybe stuck to the lightsaber in the printing. I think that's what happened. There it goes. Oh, that comes right off. Okay. And then we've got Asajj Ventress, who is looking gorgeous. Man, I wish I could paint eyes that good. They did a really good job with the paint applications on these characters, for sure. So that's super cool. Now, you need 3 characters each to play the game. And so what they do is they give you a generic Rebel Trooper token and a generic Imperial Trooper token. So these are going to count as like your 3rd characters, but also kind of incentivize you to go ahead and get some boosters. We're going to open the boosters here in a minute too. I want to show you guys some of the stuff that we're going to be getting in here, and then I'll talk about how to play, and then we'll open the boosters. So each of the characters is going to have cards. These are going to be action cards. These are going to be cards you're going to be playing during the game. There's going to be cards for, we're going to get Commander Cody cards. We're going to get Luke Skywalker cards. And these are going to be things that we're going to be playing to try and take control of locations. You're going to play the game with, like 12 locations. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, about 12 locations. If you have more locations than 12, each player is going to provide 6. And so, of course, you will be getting more locations in here. And basically, you'll be shuffling these out and dealing out 3 at a time. And you want to win them. You're going to play game rounds and to see who can score these. You're going to be rolling this really clever D6 here to see how many locations are going to score each round. If you roll, for example, the 3 and the 2 here, that means only location number 3 and location number 2 are going to score. You're going to mark your locations with these handy-dandy little numeric markers, and you're going to be scoring them based on how many points you have. For example, Luke Skywalker has a character card here. It's going to say that this version of Luke Skywalker is going to be worth 4 points. So he has like 4 influence that he has in trying to score stuff. Now, Commander Cody here, who is worth 5. Now, why is Cody worth more than Luke? Well, because this version of Cody is a commander. He's a war veteran. He's grizzled, and Luke here is still kind of a rookie, right? It's not. Notice it's not Jedi Luke, right? The door is certainly open for other versions of these characters, as we can see in our little handy dandy guide here that tells you about some of the different characters. There's hologram characters that you can get. Look, maybe we'll get one of those, right? Look, Snoke is in there, Rey or Leia, General Obi-Wan Kenobi, Captain Phasma, C-3PO, Ahsoka Tano, all kinds of cool characters are in here. So again, there's lots of room for extra versions. Asajj Ventress here is only 3. However, Darth Vader comes in at the highest power level at 6. I want to point out that your little generic Rebel Trooper and Imperial Troopers are going to be at 2 influence each. So how does this work, right? So we're going to pull out these 3 locations at the start of the game. Let me show you how a game round might look. So before the game starts, we're going to randomly determine who is going to be the first player. They will have the high ground token. This will alternate between rounds. Well, let's just go ahead and say that Darth Vader's not used to having the high ground. He remembers that all too well, so I'm going to give that to the good guys. You can decide however you want to distribute that. We'll shuffle our location deck. I'll pull out 3 here. I have Beggar's Canyon, Geonosis Weapons Factory, and Yoda's Hut are our 1, 2, and 3 locations specifically. And they're going to be worth a different amount of points. We don't know which ones we're going to score yet, so the first thing we need to do is start assigning our characters. I'll put 1 character for high ground is going to go first. Maybe Cody is going to go here to Geonosis. Then I'll counter with the dark side. Well, maybe I want to just send my Imperial Trooper over to Yoda's Hut. Boom. And then the rebels might send, you know what, I'm going to send a rebel trooper over to Beggar's Canyon. And now I'm going to, we'll just keep going back and forth one at a time. And then all of a sudden Darth Vader comes over here. Boom. And sometimes you're going to have 2-to-1 matchups. Now you could score and you would just basically add up influence value. Vader is 6. And then I also have the Imperial Trooper that looks like I have 8 here, but not everything has happened yet because we're also going to have action cards. You're going to start with 3 of our action cards, right? So I might have these 3 cards in my hand. I have 2 for Darth Vader, 1 for Imperial Trooper, or I might have drawn some of Asajj Ventress's cards in here. And these are going to do all kinds of different things. Like this one really is nice if Vader's by himself. I can say, oh, you don't know the power of the dark side. Place a -1 on Darth Vader. Double Darth Vader's influence this round. So he'll go down from 6 to a 5 with these -1 little tokens. So I'll put one of those on him. Those are going to stay with him. So you don't want to get too many of those. However, it will double his influence. So then, well, even though he's a -1, we're going to multiply that by 2. So then he's going to be worth 10. And that'll surprise somebody who might think he was only worth 6. For example, if Luke and Cody tried to team up, they're a 5 and 4 respectively. They might be worth 9. Vader could overpower them and say, I'm actually worth 10, ha ha ha, but at a cost because the dark side drains him. So it's thematic as well. But we don't know if we're going to score that because we're going to draw our cards. We are also going to roll this die. And so whatever thing we get, like in this case, we would score locations 3 and 2, which means, oh, everything we put on 1, well, it turns out that one wasn't scoring this round, so that is all wasted. So now we have to really focus on these 2. We might roll the up arrow, and that is going to be only the highest cost locations will score. So we have a 3, a 4, and a 6. So 6 is the highest. If there were more than 1, we would tie for highest. But in this case, only Yoda's Hut would score if we had rolled this one. If we rolled here, it'd be only locations 1 and 2. And once we now know which locations are going to score, we're going to pick 1 card from our hand to play face down. Now, I'll only have 3 cards in my hand. I might want to say, you know what? I want to play a -1 on an enemy at the Imperial Troopers location. But since I don't have any enemies at Yoda's Hut, or no, I have just Luke there, right? Maybe I want to do that. Maybe I'm going to win anyway, but I want to give him a -1. Maybe if I want to double Vader or what have you. And so we're going to choose a card. We're going to submit it face down. And then I'm going to see what my opponents said. And all of a sudden, boom, we'll be taking it back the hard way. You may draw an action card. You may reveal a card from your hand and take its action. So this is kind of a card that lets you say, you know what? I want to see what you did. Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to play something else. So this is a really nice bluff card. Again, Cody's got tactics, right? There's lots of different cards that you can do with this introductory set to have some bluffing and to kind of counter your opponent's strategy. After the cards have been resolved, you're going to score the locations by adding up the influence, and then you're going to, like the Empire would win this one here, which would be 6 points for the Empire. Cody, the Rebels, would win this one, which would be 4 points. And the locations themselves also happen to have other cool things, like characters deployed here with 3 influence or lower have +2 influence here. which is really cool. So again, we're going to score those, and then we're going to keep doing rounds over and over again until we have gone through all of the locations in the deck. And then once all of the locations are out, when there's no more in the deck, we don't roll the die anymore. We now roll all of the locations. We score every location until they're all gone. Once the last one is gone, we're then going to add up all the points we have for all of our locations, and whoever has the most points is the winner. If there is a tie, it will go to whoever has the most locations in total. So it's better to have multiple locations than just one really big location if you can help it. So while the base game is fully playable with just the premier set, you don't have to get any more expansions, but if you decide you want to, again, you have 3 characters per side. Maybe you want to upgrade that Imperial Trooper and that Rebel Trooper. You can pick up these little Rivals character booster packs, and these will come with different cards, also different locations. So you're going to have some options to just not only change up the characters that you're running, but also the locations that might show up in your game. So I'm going to open up a couple of these for you, and we'll see what we get. Oh my goodness, what did I get here? I got a hologram Darth Vader. Now the rules do say that a hologram does allow you to draw 4 action cards instead of 3. So I think this is a pretty rare one, honestly. Oh my goodness. So that's pretty cool. And we have a die in here as well. Now, the die that comes in the base game is actually a 6-sided die. While it has actually more sides than that, it can't really land on those. So this is still 6 sides. You have 2 of the up arrows, and then the other 3 are basically every combination of having at least 2 options out of the 1, 2, and 3 location. It looks like in this particular one, we got ourselves a, wow, we got hologram Darth Vader on the very first go. That is wild. Look at this dude. And then we got just a different version of the die in case you prefer a standard D6, which is very cool. Let's see what is on our little rules insert for this. We have another how to play. So again, if you wanted to just take a look at the rules, here it is. And if you're interested in this game too, I'm going to put links in the description below so you can check out all of this at Funko's website. And get all of your instructions. Yeah, that is very, very cool to get a hologram in the first one. And let me take a look at what they do have here. So let's see what cards we get in this hologram Darth Vader pack. So we've got a hologram Darth Vader. He is a Force user. He is a hologram. At the end of round, I can refill my hand up to 4 cards. So holograms remind you of that, which is cool. Now, notice that he is a power 5 instead of a power 6. I don't know if I'm allowed to include hologram Darth Vader in the same build as regular Darth Vader. I'm not sure if that's legal or not, but I guess it could be because maybe he's just projecting his hologram elsewhere. It also comes with an extra Imperial Trooper token, well, actually 2 of them, some -1s, your Rivals High Ground token, and some extra location markers, in addition to your Darth Vader hologram card. We got a couple of action cards and location cards here. So we've got a Carbon Freezing Chamber here. We also have the Echo Base Hallway. Nothing special about that one, right? Like, well, I'll have to look it up. I think that just says Echo Base Hallway in Orabesh. So we've got our locations there, and then we've got some cool cards here. So here's we'll take a look at Vader holograms cards. Your power's a weak old man. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Okay, oh, and then of course, we have 2 different Imperial Trooper cards, which is cool because we only had the 1 for the generic Imperial Trooper in the core set, which is pretty nice. But yeah, the holograms definitely have a huge advantage in that they're allowing you to refill your hand to 4 cards as opposed to 3. All right, next up, we're going to take a look at a light side box. Now, the boxes are, well, this one, wait, is it Chewbacca on the back? It's not Chewbacca on the back, is it? No. Oh, they all say Chewbacca on the back. This is just an example. Okay. It might be Chewbacca, though. Let's see. Hold on. We've got another insert here. We've got C-3PO. All right, we've got C-3PO. Oh, they all come with an extra die. I see. So I feel like every booster you're getting kind of comes with a lot of the core game materials. So we'll take a look at C-3PO there. Wow, he looks really good. Like, these are really well painted. This is, I mean, you know, I know a lot of the folks who watch my channel are looking at, you know, watch a lot of the, you know, look at miniature quality and, you know, look at a lot of pre-painted games that are out there versus the ones that you do yourself. But a lot of times pre-painted stuff doesn't come out looking this good. This is really, really well done. So let's go ahead and take a look at, now we've got an extra good guy. We don't have to use Rebel Troopers anymore, right? We got C-3PO. Oh, he only has 2 influence. He does not have a high influence count. He does come with Jabba's sail barge and an Echo Base hallway. Oh, I see. So maybe we're going to get an Echo Base hallway in each one, or maybe they're just randomized. We're also going to get our cardboard, and then we're going to say, I suggest a new strategy. You can play up to 2 more action cards one at a time. Oh, yeah. So I figure that's where he's going to make up for it. While he doesn't have the power there, he's going to have some really good action cards. You'll be deactivated for sure. I am fluent in over 6 million forms of communication. And then we've got open fire and then standby alert for our Rebel Troopers. So very cool. Let's keep going. I got 2 more. I got another dark side and then another light side. Let's see what we've got for our dark side version. Will we get another hologram? Will we get like a Phasma or a sequel trilogy character, a prequel trilogy character? Oh my God, we got Emperor Palpatine. Oh my goodness, Palp is in the house. Sheev, Palpatine himself, ladies and gentlemen. This is oh, he's so happy. He's so happy to have been found. Yeah, everything is proceeding according to according to the plan that I've been proceeding and envisioned and foreseen. Boy, yeah, that's exactly the line that he said. Everything is according to the vision that I have proceeded to vision and saw and said that this would happen. And that's what he said. Emperor Palpatine, 6 points, super powerful dude. Force user. Oh, look at that. Look at that art. Really cool artwork. I love that. He's covering up the text. There, let's see what locations he's going to come with. The Emperor's Throne Room. Dark Side Force users here have +1 influence. And of course, he is a Force user. I wonder if the hologram counts as a Force. Yeah, the Force user, the holograms count Force user and hologram as well. That's going to be really strong. Okay, and then we have the Theed Royal Palace for our. So I guess you get one with special text on it and one that's more generic in each one. Okay, let's see. Take a look at Palpatine's cards. Let the hate flow through you. We've got you will pay the price for your lack of vision and give in to your anger. Yes, you want this, don't you? There they are. Blast them, and all right, we'll check it out for our regular Imperial Trooper. And we got one more. Let's take a look and see what we get in our other light side box. Let's see who it's gonna be. Any guesses? Another hologram. Oh my God! Wait, is this Cody? We've got hologram clone Commander Cody. Did I really get a hologram of a starter in one and then a hologram of a starter in the other one? That is, what kind of luck is that? I wonder if they planned it this way. I wonder if they sent me these deliberately on purpose. That's so cool. All right, clone Commander Cody hologram. Hey, there's balance right now because now both the light side can run with a hologram and draw an extra card, and so can the dark side if they want to do that. I want to see if because Cody is normally 5, so let's see. We've got our cardboard there. We've got our cards. Let's take a look. He is 1 less. He is Clone Commander Cody hologram, and it's kind of funny because normally it was a hologram of Palpatine talking to real Cody, and now it's kind of vice versa. This is like him. No. Execute Order 66. And this is like from Palpatine's viewpoint of it, for sure. All right. So we've got our Clone Commander Cody card. We've got our cardboard. And we're getting the Mos Eisley Cantina. Scoundrels have +2 influence here. Now, I don't have any Scoundrels yet. We've also got the Star Destroyer Wreckage, which is a cool one. And we've got Clone Commander Cody's cards. A big gun doesn't make a big man. We'll be taking it back the hard way, and that bunker is going to be a problem, General. And then open fire and standby alert for the Rebel Trooper. All right, so final thoughts on Star Wars Rivals. Now, this is a short, quick game that is going to appeal largely to families. Newer gamers, I think, are going to really find this game very approachable. It has a very simple to learn rule system and will play fast and will allow you to get lots of games in a short period of time. Or if you don't have an entire evening to dedicate to one larger, more detailed board game, you can play this in a fraction of the time that you can play other games. It also has the collectible feature, which some people are really going to like. You're going to have these really finely painted collectibles that you can hold on to, even after you maybe, after you're done playing. You can, put these on your desk and save them. Some folks really like having that chase function where they're going after, a kind of a hard to find version. They can also be tradable too. So if you have friends that are playing as well, you can kind of maybe focus on light side versus dark side if you want to do that. I also like the fact that it has so many different eras. It has stuff from the prequel trilogy. It has stuff from the Galactic Civil War. It also has stuff from the sequel timeline. So you have stuff from all over. And of course, the door is probably open for more eras and more parts of the Star Wars universe, like the Mandalorian's kind of in between areas, and that could certainly fit into this game in the future. So could older stuff like potentially Knights of the Old Republic or the High Republic, or a lot of different things that are in comics and stories that aren't as popular necessarily as some of the movie characters that we're seeing in the first release. It definitely has a lot more expandability, and that's certainly built into the game with it being called an expandable game system as well as being Series 1. So the door is open for a lot more. I do think the strategy exists here to kind of make that gameplay a little deeper, although it is a little bit simplified strategy. There's not as much depth in some of as there is in some of the other games that I cover, and that's kind of a double-edged sword because it can lead to simpler gameplay, but it also means that this game's a lot easier for people to pick up and play right away. So I definitely think it's a fun and cute game. I think if you looking for a game that you want to play with your kids, and then that they can eventually play with each other, especially over summer break. This is a fantastic thing to pick up, so definitely check it out. If you want to learn more, there's going to be a link in the description below. I want to thank Funko for sending this out for review. I appreciate that very much, so thank you guys. And also big thanks to my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing and help make this channel possible. I will talk to you later. May the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. The spice must flow. So say we all. Always wash your socks and have a great day.